Hi, it is me, the Holistic Healer, here with you today to talk about A Course in Miracles, lesson number 69. My grievances hide the light of the world in me. So the Course states, no one can look upon what your grievances conceal, because your grievances are hiding the light of the world in you. Everyone stands in darkness, and you beside him. So basically what this means is that other people cannot see who you truly are because you have this big, thick wall of grievances in the way that's all around you. You know, these walls that we talk about building up? They're blocking your light, guys, your love, your truth. But as the veil of your grievances is lifted, you are released with him. So in other words, your grievances are dropped. When you drop them and let them go, all of a sudden, your spirit shifts. And everyone is aware of your light. You, your family, your friends, your colleagues, everyone. Because once light is available anywhere, it's available everywhere. So once we break down our own walls and let go of those things that we are holding on to that do not matter, that are keeping us stuck, we shift, we expand instead of being contracted, where no one can see our light. We expand ourselves and everyone can see our light. So the Course says, share your salvation now with him who stood beside you when you were in hell. He is your brother in the light of the world that saves you both. So who is he, you may ask? Who are we sharing our salvation with? Everyone. Because when you remove the veil of separation, we are all one in the light of love. You remove your veil, and all of a sudden your energy flows into the universal channel of love and light. And therefore, you are raising the collective consciousness too, right? So it's not just you that benefits. We all benefit. So today, let us make another real attempt to reach the light in you. Before we undertake this in our more extended practice period, let us devote several minutes to thinking about what we are trying to do here. We are literally attempting to get in touch with the salvation of the world. We are trying to see past the veil of darkness that keeps us concealed. We are trying to let the veil be lifted, guys, and see the tears of God's Son disappear into the sunlight. And I'm going to stop there. So today we are being asked to truly be thinking about and realizing on a deep, deep soul level how very important it is to practice letting our grievances go. It is so important. Today we're learning how really, truly important this is. It's a huge job, is it not? But today we're talking about salvation also. Salvation of ourselves, salvation of the world. And that's a pretty big job on our shoulders too, isn't it? But we do not have to do it by ourselves, guys. If each and every single one of us does our part, we all win. But in this lesson today, Holy Spirit wants us to get in touch with this light that we are individually and as a whole. Holy Spirit wants this veil that's been blocking humanity for so many thousands of years to be lifted one soul at a time. Starts with you. And in this lesson today, Jesus is once again trying to teach us that we can all make suffering disappear if we choose to. We are being reminded today that as we go through this course, we are learning that in the beginning, we didn't know who or what we were. We didn't know what things meant, right? We didn't know who we were. We didn't know what we were. We didn't know what our options were, what things really meant, right? But now we're getting further into this, and it goes a little bit further today in saying that we do know. We do know what we are and who we are now. And what we know is that we've been out of spiritual alignment for far too long. And what we learn in society is to stay stuck and build up walls and don't trust anybody and don't let anybody in because everybody's bad. So we're going to look at the world through a little bitty tiny hole like this. But in this course, we're learning that we don't have to do that. We can let those walls go. We can trust and honor the universe, because when you do that, you let those grievances go. They don't matter anymore, right? And now that we do know that we are the light of the world, we can let that light shine out as brightly as we can. We are given a new goal today, and it is to realize that we have the choice right here and right now to either stay stuck in the veil of separation and struggle and depression and ultimately suffering at the hands of the illusion of the ego mind, or we can decide that, since we now know we have the choice, we can truly let go of what does not serve our highest paths of love and light and step on the path of inner peace. Step on the path of inner peace, letting the grievances clear and transmute. Clear and transmute. Since they were really never what mattered in the first place, we now know this. How exciting is that? We are being asked to end our search for this inner peace today by finally finding the light within us, by finally connecting to our soul on a larger and more loving way. So the Course states, let us begin our longer practice period today with the full realization that this is so. And with real determination to reach what is dearer to us than all else, salvation is our only need. There is no other purpose here, no other function to fulfill. Learning salvation is our only goal. Let us end the ancient search today by finding the light in us and holding it up for everyone who searches with us to look upon and rejoice. Now, very quietly, close your eyes. With your eyes closed, try to let go of all the content that generally occupies your consciousness. Think of your mind as a vast circle surrounded by a layer of heavy, dark clouds. You can see only the clouds because you seem to be standing outside the circle and quite apart from it. From where you stand, you can see no reason to believe there is a brilliant light hidden by the clouds. The clouds seem to be the only reality. They seem to be all there is to see. Therefore, you do not attempt to go through them and go past them, which is the only way in which you would really conceive of their lack of substance. We will make that attempt today. And I'm going to stop there for just a second. Let's think about these clouds. Let's think about airplanes for a second. Probably all or most of us have been on an airplane where you have approached or entered big cloud banks. These big, thick clouds where there was no possibility of being aware of sun, at least so you thought. The sun just doesn't get through these cloud banks, do they? But the clouds also don't hold back the airplane, do they? because the plane just keeps on going right through them, because the clouds don't really have any substance, do they? Just like our grievances that are blocking our own light, you guys, no substance, only fluff. Even though it may seem like you will never see the light, it is not true. If you choose to be the light and be your own guide, the reason they seem like a solid wall is because we keep paying attention to them and building up walls until today. So in the quietness of this settled down place that you can get into, remember how important this is, you guys. Nothing else that you have as a part of your own personal agenda or any grievances that you are holding onto are nearly as important as this positive shift your life will take when you do this. Think of how bright your light will shine, and all those who will see your light will feel their self shift too, right? So after you've thought about the importance of what you're trying to do here today, try to settle down into perfect stillness, remembering only how much you want to reach the light today, and you determine how you will go past the clouds. Reach out and touch them with your mind. Brush them aside with your hands. Feel them resting on your cheeks, your forehead, your eyelids as you go through them. Go on, keep going. Clouds cannot stop you. Don't let the clouds stop you. If you are doing the exercise properly, you will begin to feel a sense of being lifted and carried ahead. Your little effort and small determination call on the power of the universe to help you. And God Himself will raise you from your darkness into light. You are in accord with His will. You cannot fail because your will is His. We are all one. Have the confidence in your Father today, in your universe today, and be certain that He has heard you, has answered you. You may not recognize this answer yet, but you can indeed be sure that it is given, and you will yet receive it. Try, as you attempt to go through the clouds to the light, to hold this confidence in your mind. Try to remember that you are the last joining your wills to God's. Try to keep the thought clearly in mind in what you undertake. With God, must succeed. Then let the power of God work in you and through you, that His will and yours be done. And in the shorter practice periods, which you will want to do as often as possible in view of the importance of today's idea to you and your happiness, remind yourself that your grievances are hiding in the light of the world from your awareness. Remind yourself also that you are not searching for it alone, and that you do know where to look for it. Say to yourself, my grievances hide the light of the world in me. I cannot see what I have hidden. Yet I want to let it be revealed to me for my salvation and the salvation of the world. Also, be sure to tell yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. If you are tempted to hold anything else against anyone else today, remind yourself, if I hold this grievance, the light of the world will be hidden from me. You are hiding your own light. Something to think about today and moving forward, letting these grievances go as we move forward in the course here. We're shifting, guys. We're starting to finally shift. Change your mind, change your life. We're changing our minds today. I love you. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.